Everybody. Sorry I'm doing this on Thursday night and not on Tuesday night. I know I usually do my videos on Thursday, and sorry I missed everybody last time. And I know I should have emailed a few people and let them know. But I had a severe asthma attack on Monday night, so I had to take the day off of work on Tuesday. I'm doing fine now. You wouldn't ever know that I had that, but everything is great today. So tonight I'm going to show you, I thought because we're getting close to Valentine's Day, I thought I would show you a card using the Forever and Always stamp set that I had bought. So that's the stamp set there. And the card I'm going to show you tonight is this one. I'm going to try to not get the glare off, and there we go. So I thought you could use this card for Valentine's Day. You could use it if you're sending to a husband, boyfriend, sending it to just someone who needs a pick-me-up, sending it to a friend. Just know that you're sending love out to them, or you could do it for a wedding card. So like there's tons of possibilities with this one. So I'm going to show you a few of the things that I used to make this card, and I'll show you how to make this card. So I used um, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I used the Always die, so that's that one there. It has love and always, and then a cut out of both of them, so if you want to have a full piece. I just used the love that's just right here in the middle, so I used that piece to make the card. So I just used one die from that set. And I don't have my book in front of me, and it was here last night, so I don't know where I put it, but it's all got my pages laid out. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to show you the other stamp sets I used, or the pages all my stuff is on. So on page 10 and 11 of your mini catalog, so that's that one there, and this one here. I've used, on this page, I've used the Forever and Always bundle. I also use the Love You Always foil sheet. So I'm going to show you that one. So that's what I use. And then I also use the True Love Designer Series paper. So that is the black paper at the bottom there, which you can color in whatever color you want. But I'm going to show you that I use that paper tonight, but I'm going to actually show it using the stamp set. So I'm going to make the paper using the stamp set. So I'm going to just show you, if you don't have the paper, that you can use the stamp set to make that paper. And I'm hoping, hello Irma, hello Hannah. I'm hoping this works tonight. I got onto Facebook just right now, and there was like a whole bunch of updates. So I hopefully you can see me, and hopefully everything's working okay, and nothing's too slow because of updates. And hopefully you can, my voice is going with the camera, because sometimes my voice is faster than the camera somehow, but I'm not sure how that works. Must be some kind of glitch between my camera and Facebook. So the other stamp set I use is on page 182 of the annual catalog, and it is called Stitch Be Mine. So that's the so that's these dies here. I actually used, sorry, this one here. So I used the one for the outside, and then I used the inside piece for this card. So I used these outside pieces for another swap card that I did with my group. So the great thing about being a demonstrator is that we do swaps Hi, Karen. We do swaps every month. And so we get usually about 10 swaps back from other people. So you make 10 cards, and then they make 10 cards also, and then we all swap cards. So we have 10 different cards. I haven't received mine yet. We only had our meeting on a meeting this week, so I haven't got my cards yet, but it's a great way, or great thing about being a demonstrator, that you can join a group and do those swaps. They're awesome. But anyways, that's what I used tonight. So I've already cut out, so actually I'm going to show you the paper first before I get into, so this is the Love You Always foil sheets. These are my favorite thing. I was joking with the girls at the girls at my the team meeting, that I was going to buy 50 sheets of this and have like $300 worth of this stuff because I love it so much. So there's 3 colors. So there's this one and the first one that I showed you, and then there's this color. So there's 3 different colors. So the colors, I'm just going to grab my book here and tell you what colors they are, because I can't think of it off of my head. So the Love You Always foil sheets come in Blushing Bride, Rococo Rose, and Sahara Sand. So the Blushing Bride is the orangey kind of tone, pinky color, and then tonight I'm using the Rococo Rose. So I'm going to stamp on the inside with the Rococo Rose. So I'm just going to bring you down here. I cut out just a piece of white paper, a black card base. And of course my paper would fall on the floor. And I've also already cut out my love. So the love has OVE. And then I have the L. And if the L did not fall off the table and fall into my gray floor, that would be great. But that might be what happens, so I might have to look for it. Gotta love when that happens. I did have all my pieces here about half an hour ago. And then I moved things about, so if I don't find my L, I will cut another one. And that's my heart fell on the floor. So there's my heart that I made. So that's there, and then I have to find my L. I should actually put it into like a little box when I'm doing these, because that would be smarter. That's how I keep all my stuff together when I'm doing my classes. But of course you would lose your L. Alright, well I'm going to show you how to do the design, and if it pops up, it pops up. If not, I'll make another L. It's not a big deal. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring you guys down here. Sorry about that. So if you don't have that black and white paper like I do on this card, we can make it. So the stamp set has two flower stamps. So there's a small one, oops, and then this big one. So we're just going to stamp that in black. So there's one. We're going to try to fill in the space as much as we can, but I'm going to not make it a pattern. So you want to kind of put them all over the place. And run them off the page a little bit. And then we're going to do the little one here. And I probably should have my just because they're photopolymer. I probably should have my thing underneath me to get a better stamp, but I don't. I'm not sure where it is. It's probably on my table with all the rest of my stuff, because I did buy all my stuff in January and I have not put it away yet because I keep using it. So all my new stamp sets are all sitting on my table. So there we go. So that's our paper. Okay. And then we're just going to put our shiny paper on top. So we're just going to glue that down. And I'm just going to grab my glue. So I took that off the table too. You would think I would have tons of glue all over the place, but I don't. I use one glue at a time, and then I move it around my place, and I never can find it. Alrighty. Alright, I am just going to grab another glue out. So I'm not sure where I put my glue. And I'm just going to use the Tombow white glue. So I'm just going to put that on the back here. And we're going to glue that down to our black. And I'm just going to put it all over there just to get it, just because it's a thick one and it seems to like to do this kind of bellowing thing. I just want it to stick down really well so it doesn't pop up. And the white glue is awesome for that. But we also have the Stampin' Seal. Or any of the other glues that you want to use, as long as it stays down and doesn't pop your whole card up. And then we're going to put this part down. So we just have to go around the edges on that one. You don't have to put tons of glue on it. And that should adhere pretty well. Sorry if you can hear my music in the background. I listen to music of a whole bunch of DJs on Twitch. And I'm always a music listener, so that's what's in the background if you can hear that. But tonight is the Soul Train one, so we have a bunch of soul songs on, and it's awesome. And I still can't find my L, so I'm just going to quickly bring up my Big Shot and cut that out. So this one, we have a little bit of stamping on it, but it's a lot of just dies. So if you don't have the stamp set, and you want to just buy the paper and then the dies, I've done that with a whole bunch of different things out of the catalog. When you don't need, like you have 50 things of flowers and you don't need any more flowers, sometimes it's when you don't want to buy the stamp set, you can use the paper. And sometimes if you don't have the paper, you can use the stamp set. So it's a good way of using different things. So I'm just going to bring my Big Shot and cut that piece out. Oh, and it's not called the Big Shot anymore. It's called the Stampin' Emboss Machine, and it's the new one. I'm just going to bring it up here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our, so it tells you kind of what to do here on these like little panels. So you're going to take the number 1, so number 1, you're going to take number 2, and then you're going to take 2 sets of number 3. So that's the clear plates there. And I don't know if you can see the 3 on it. There it is, right at the top. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our love and we're just going to cut out a piece of black paper. And guaranteed, when I'm done this, the L will show up somewhere, because that always happens to me. The piece I'm looking for always shows up after I'm done the card. Alright, so we're just going to use the love die, and we're going to put that down there. So you can see it right there. And you're just going to put down your next 3. So the nice thing about this machine is all the pieces are labeled, so it will tell you which piece to use for which die, which folder. And for things like your 3D embossing folder. So this is the reason why I lost the L. So it's on 2 pieces, which is awesome because you can move it around a little bit. And I'm not going to lose it again, I promise. Alright, move that down here. There we go. Alrighty, so we're going to take our heart and we're going to take dimensionals. Alright. So you're going to take your dimensionals and you're going to put one on the corner. So we're wanting it to stay as, so we're going to almost put way too many dimensionals on this because you want it to stay flat so the love doesn't move when you put the love down. So you're almost going to put way too many dimensionals where I would tell everybody you don't need that many dimensionals. This time you do. So everybody who loves dimensionals would probably love to make this card. So I put 6 of them. So that's to get it to go as flat as I can get it. And so the love pops out properly. So just like that. Okay. And then you're going to take your, I would probably suggest using the white glue for this little guy. Or any of your, I don't know if I have any bottles of it, any of like liquid glue that you have. So I could have used the, there is things that we can use to put the, when you're running it through the Big Shot, but I don't have those right here, so I'm just going to do it this way. So I put down the OVE first and then put down the L, just so you can move the L a little bit. And make sure you get your L the right way. Even though sometimes, like I believe it's Laverne and Shirley, if you remember that show, she had the, I believe she had the L backwards on her shirt, I believe. So really, if you want to do it backwards, do it backwards, but hopefully you can see that. There we go. And then if you want to take any of the glue off, just take a little bit of water, and it will come off for you. It's almost like it's so shiny that it kind of needs to be buffed up after. But if you take a tiny bit of water to it, you can probably get it to, or if you have a eraser, that also will work. So there we go. So that's the first one, and then this is the one with the paper. So they're pretty similar. So hopefully you like that idea. I'm probably going to come back next Tuesday and do another Valentine's card, something a little bit different. I do have a few sets that have Valentine's kind of things with it. So I might do the kangaroo with a little bit like of that, or maybe the snail. Those are two ideas I have. The other thing I was going to do is put an inside. So the other thing I was going to show you with this stamp set, there's so many sayings that you can put inside the card or outside the card. So you can put love you so very much, always together. You can put love you with my whole heart, love you forever, forever and always, um, always together. So there's a whole bunch of things you can use. There's so many sayings that you can go do. I haven't even gone through all of them. But inside of your card, you can pick whatever you'd like to do, and then just stamp the stamps down. The love is really, really pretty, and the always is a very, very beautiful stamp. So just a nice way of jazzing up your inside. But it depends on who you're sending it to. So I'm like, if I'm going to send it to my mom, I might say, love you so very much. Not always and forever, even though I love her always and forever, but it just kind of sounds very wedding-ish. But I mean, it's a great way of making a wedding card. Anyways, I'm going to see you guys on Tuesday, and hopefully you'll like my next Valentine's Day card. And I will see you then. Thank you, Karen, Hannah, Irma, and everybody else for joining me, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks. Bye.